Let's get an overview of data frame APIs to process data in data frames. Row-level transformations or projection of data can be done using functions such as select expression with column drop on top of data frame. We typically apply functions from PySpark.sql.functions on columns using select and with column as part of row-level transformations. We'll get into the details about those functions as part of subsequent sections at a later point in time. For now, we are just getting overview of data frame APIs. On top of projection, we also need to filter the data, and filtering can be done either by using filter or where. They are nothing but aliases to each other. We can pass the condition to filter or where either by using SQL style or programming language style. We can perform global aggregations directly on the data frame. We can perform by key or grouping aggregations using group by, and then aggregate functions can be passed using ag. Again, we'll get into those details as we proceed further. For now, I'm just giving a overview. We can sort the data in data frames using sort or order by. On top of these standard transformations, we can also perform joins easily using data frame APIs. And also, we'll talk about window functions later. Window functions can be used for advanced aggregations and ranking. There is a separate section or module for window functions itself. We'll talk about window functions at that time. Now, let's start Spark context and then we'll take it further. Let's understand how to project the data using different options such as select expression with column and a drop. In this case, I am going to create a data frame by name employees using collection. I have created a collection by name employees. You can check the type of this employees. It is nothing but a Python list. This list contains 4 elements. Each element is of type tuple. You can actually say employees of 0 to get the first element in the list. You can see the output here. You can also say type on this so that you understand the data type of each element in the list. It is nothing but of type tuple. So we have created list of tuples by name employees. When you have a collection, you should be able to create a data frame using spark.createDataFrame. You can see here I'm passing list to spark.createDataFrame, and also I'm passing schema. So as part of create data frame, we can also pass the schema. If you want to get the help on create data frame, you can just say spark.createDataFrame and question mark like this. You can also use help function on top of spark.createDataFrame, and you should be able to see the details here. So data can be a collection, and our employees is nothing but a collection. It is of type list. We can also specify the schema. Either schema can be of type pyspark.sql.types.struct type, or it can be of type DDL formatted string. In this case, we have used DDL formatted string. Let me clear the output here and let me run this to create the data frame by name employees df. Once the data frame is created, we should be able to print the schema by saying print schema on top of data frame. We should be able to preview the data as well. As we have only 4 records, all the 4 records will be shown as output first row. You can see the details here. Now, if I want to project only employee first name and last name, I can use select function like this, and I should be able to project the first name and last name. Let's run this and preview the output. If I want to project all the fields except for nationality, I can use the function called as drop on top of data frame, and I can drop that specific column from the data frame. Now, this will actually return 4 columns except nationality. You should be able to run this and you should be able to see the details. Now let's understand the details about with column. With column can be used to project additional fields derived from invoking functions on top of columns. We'll get into more details at a later point in time. For now, let's focus on how to leverage with column to project additional fields. So in this case, I'm adding a new cell and then importing all the functions from pyspark.sql.functions. We can say from pyspark.sql.functions import star. We'll be using functions such as call, lit, and concat to concat first name and last name and generate full name. Let me import all the functions from pyspark.sql.functions using this piece of code. Now I can say employees df dot with column. With column takes 2 arguments. The first argument is nothing but the alias for the derived column. In this case, it is nothing but full name. And the second argument is nothing but the expression or function calls to generate the new values out of the existing values. So in this case, I will be using concat function on first name column and last name column. Concat is part of this pyspark.sql.functions. Now let's say show and see if we will be able to see the additional column. You can see the output here. We have full name. However, there is no space. If you want to introduce the space, you can use something called as a lit and then provide the space like this. If you want to use lit between first name and last name, you might have to use call. If it is Scala, you have to, but in PySpark, you don't need to. So you can just say concat of first name, comma list of space, comma last name to get the space in the middle. Without this, it will try to look for column by name space, which is not there, and hence it will fail. For now, don't worry too much if you don't understand the relevance of the lit function, but as long as you understand the relevance of with column to project derived fields on top of the existing data frame, we are good to go. If you look at the output, we have all the columns that are there as part of employees df and then additional column full name. Now with respect to select expression, these same functions can be used in SQL style, and we should be able to project our data by using those additional functions or expressions. Let me demonstrate what I'm talking about here. You can also say employees df select expression, and then you can actually say concat of first name, then space, then last name as full name dot row. You should be able to project the data using select expression like this. Let's see what we are going to get here. We'll be getting only one field by name, full name, and we should be able to see the details. You can also say something like this. You can say star, comma, concat of blah, 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 and we should be able to get all the other fields along with the full name. So this is how you should be able to use the functions such as select expression with column, as well as drop to control the behavior of your projection of the data frame. As we have gone through all the important functions with respect to the projection of the data, now let's get into the other details about how to transform the data using appropriate APIs based upon the requirements.